Happy Hump Day. Today is Wednesday, February 20th, 2019, and the weather forecast for the greater Key West area. Today we've got mostly sunny skies, a mix of some clouds and sun, with a high of 84 degrees, winds from the east-southeast, and a 66% relative humidity. Our chance of rain today is 10%, and I'll also tell you what hours we're going to see some of those patchy showers rolling through. Tonight, a few passing clouds, otherwise generally clear, a low of 77 degrees, winds from the southeast at 10 to 20 miles an hour. We do have a small craft advisory today because of the winds, so pay attention to that if you're out, because it can create a little bit of turbulence on the seas. Now, if you're looking to go out fishing today, we've got 15-mile visibility and our atmospheric pressure is falling, going from 30.09 to 30.03. Now, today, mainly during daylight hours, is when we have our chances of rain. So up until about 4 p.m., you're going to be dealing with a chance of getting some patchy showers rolling through. After about 4 p.m., it's going to be sunshiny until we get to our sunset, and then pretty much clearing up overnight. Our UV index today is a very high 10 on the scale, so make sure you take your precautions from the sun. Also, our water temperature has increased another degree up to 75 degrees. Today, if you're looking to go offshore, you need to be prepared for up to 4 feet waves. That's about as high as they're going to be getting with the swells that are out there. So if you're looking to go offshore, make sure you're planning ahead and prepared for conditions. Today, we have sunrise at 6:57 a.m. and our sunset is 6:25 p.m. If we look at our tide charts, our first low tide is at 4:09 a.m. and the next low tide is at 3:53 p.m. The first high tide is at 10:40 a.m. and the next high tide is at 10:41 p.m. Today, we've got 11 hours and 28 minutes of total sunshine. Our tidal coefficient today is 112. Now remember, we had the full moon overnight last night, so we're dealing with very high tides today. Our lowest low tide is a half a foot below sea level, and our highest high tide is 1.9 feet above sea level. So that's why we have such high tidal coefficients. Now again, because of the full moon, it has some really interesting effects on fish and other animals. So today is going to be a 3-fish activity day on the solunar charts. That means we have major periods when lunar transit and opposing lunar transit happens, and when moonset and moonrise happen. All of them are 3-fish periods of activity today. So whenever you go out, it should be good. Now, if you're looking to go offshore, again, we've had a couple of days of higher winds, and so things are a little more stirred up right now. Surface wind in the Gulf Stream, and again, remember, it's pushing away as we go through the week this week, so it's getting a little further out offshore from the Lower Keys area. So surface wind out there is going to be 15 to 20 knots on average, and then you're also dealing with wave heights of 2 to 4 feet. Other than that, though, we've been seeing some really good catches. Still hearing of some mahi around, so seeing some catches of that. And then, the full moon after 5 days, up to 5 days after the full moon is whenever it's supposed to be good times to catch wahoo. So if you're catching wahoo, more power to you. I think that's awesome. I'm jealous, and I'd love to see any pictures you have of those, because we're seeing some good catches of wahoo around here lately. No matter what, though, a lot of the country is bracing for a winter storm. They're bracing for a huge amount of cold, ice, rainy, and to be quite honest, many of them are sick of winter at this point. And you know what? I say, if this is winter for us, bring it on. I'll take it all year long. We're extremely lucky that you and I have both woken up in paradise this morning, and that makes it the perfect day to have the perfect day. This weather report is brought to you by 43 Keys Media. You can find out more about what's going on in your beautiful Florida Keys by visiting 43keys.com. You can also find this program as well as others as an Alexa Flash Briefing. You can find us on YouTube, and you can find us anywhere you listen to podcasts. So wherever you're listening, subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and we'll see you over at 43keys.com.